All right, excellent. Dallas, Arizona to wrap up the Thursday, October 19th card. Rotation 67-68. Dallas minus 170. Road chalk, total of 6 pretty much across the board in this hockey game. And Arizona's been, I'll say it right now, big-time disappointment. I thought a team would take a step forward this season. Has clearly not happened so far. 0-5-1 to begin the campaign. Not good whatsoever for Rick Tocchet in his NHL head coaching debut here with Arizona. Major transition going on. Major system upheaval for Arizona, which was always defensive minded first with Dave Tippett. That was his school of thought. Now Rick Tocchet is saying, we're going to go up and down. We're going to have transition chances. We're going to unleash the beast here and let my top players go. But it's been at the expense of their defense a little bit. The goals against that this team has allowed so far hasn't been very good. We've got already injury concerns with this team. Antti Ranta's absence due to a lower body injury has been a major problem here for this Arizona Coyotes team. And you look at the goals they've allowed, 4 goals or more in all but one game. The only game they only allowed less than 4 goals was against the Vegas Golden Knights, one of the 2 games they played against them. Outside of that, they've given up 5, 4, 6, 3. Not been good. They've been giving up 30-plus shots in the majority of those games. And your problem, again, is with Antti Ranta out, you've got to go to Louis Domingue or Adin Hill as your 2 goalies. And these are not NHL #1 goalies. Sorry, they're not. Louis Domingue is not. He never has been. And Adin Hill, admirable, decent effort in his first start the other night against Dallas, but still in a losing cause, still a young goalie, still not someone I envision as #1 material. So I gotta have Ranta in net. If I'm gonna get there with Arizona at some point with a bet on this team, it's gonna be with Antti Ranta in net because he's the one guy I think that can play a little bit. Can he be a full-time #1 goalie? We don't know. He's never been in that role. He's been a backup to Henrik Lundqvist in New York. He's been a backup to Crawford in Chicago. We don't know if Antti Ranta is that kind of goalie yet, but he sure as hell is better option for Arizona than Louis Domingue or Adin Hill. I can tell you that right now. So I want to see Ranta get back. Let's see if maybe him getting back, and if not this game, the next couple of games, because I think he is closing in on a return, is going to help. This team can score. They've got weapons offensively with Domi and Stepan and Reeder and Dvorak, Duclair. They've got guys that can put a puck in the net. But their defensive play has not been good. I like Ekman Larsson. Jalmersson's a nice addition. But you get down to the Luke Schenns, who's very slow foot. Alex Goligoski's a little bit of a liability defensively. I like Jason Demers as an addition too defensively, but it's been a little bit of a transition period adjustment for him getting comfortable with this Arizona team. He struggled a little bit in his own end. But I think in time, this team will get going a little bit. I don't think they're going to stay this bad for the entire season. There's going to be a time to buy this team. Hasn't happened yet. I'm not going to until I see a win, until I see signs of progression. But I think there will be a time we get some improvement from this team. But I think it's not going to happen until Antti Ranta gets back in this cage because I don't like the Domingue or Hill options. Not even maybe. I do not trust either one of those options in between the pipes. Andrew McInnes is involved with a bet on Dallas, Arizona. What's he looking at from a betting perspective with the Stars and Coyotes here tonight?
Well, look, there's most teams where, you can see if they have a backup in and you can say, okay, maybe they're not going to play too terribly. It's okay. They have a backup in. This is a team that got either Domingue or Hill in net, and that's not really pleasing me when I check that out. But another factor I'm going to look at, guys, is Dallas. I think they haven't been scoring as much as we expected them to. They haven't really been clicking. They haven't had the chemistry we've expected them to have, and that's why I like the under on this game. Actually, I like the under, and I'm also actually leaning Dallas, of course. But I just think that if you don't have Antti Ranta in net, first of all, they're going to have to clog up the neutral zone. They're going to be a complete defensive team. If they have any chance, any type of shot, guys, I think you can agree with me on this. They're going to have to stop Dallas and win this game, kind of a 2-1 kind of victory. Let's not forget to mention Ben Bishop. Everyone was talking about this team, all the players, the signings that they had, even Radulov. We're waiting to see a little more out of him. But I think as the season goes on, and especially from a goalie's perspective, you can only get better. For some people early in the season, they've got that jump, they've got that hype. But for goalies, once they get settled into their team and they start to feel a part of the Dallas Stars organization, and you kind of come into your own, be the old Ben Bishop that you were. And which is why, as much as I think that Dallas at some point is due to explode, guys, And I hope it's not against me tonight, but I'm like in the under 5.5, guys. I don't think Arizona does anything tonight, and I think Dallas will quietly take care of business.
All right, so Andrew is involved on the total in this game. You said under, right? Under for this game?
Yes, yep.
And it's 6. It's actually 6. So you got even a better number here. 6 across the board, -110. Dallas, Arizona, under 6, says Andrew McInnes. Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if Arizona has to realize, and Rick Tocchet has to realize, I know he's Mike Sullivan disciple, was an assistant with him in Pittsburgh, where you're playing run and gun up and down. You're letting your best players skate, be creative, move the puck, do all of that stuff. At some point, you got to realize my goaltending stinks. It absolutely blows. We can't play these trade chances until we get maybe a better option back there in between the pipes, and that would, of course, be Antti Raanta. We'll see if Arizona maybe makes, as Andrews hinted at, maybe a little bit of a concerted effort here. I'm just checking, by the way, confirmed goalies for tonight. I haven't mentioned too much about that. We've got a confirmation that Jaro Halak is in net for the New York Islanders tonight. Confirmation that Craig Anderson's in net for Ottawa tonight. Confirmation that Jonathan Bernier, is in net tonight for the Colorado Avalanche. Mike Smith confirmed in net for Calgary, and both starting goalies confirmed for this Dallas-Arizona game. We got Bishop for Dallas, and Adin Hill gets his second straight start for the Arizona Coyotes after a decent performance, albeit in a losing effort the other night against the Dallas Stars. Gets to face them again here tonight. Obviously, I can't fault Rick Tocchet for that decision. I mean, see what you got at least in Hill. Nothing can be worse than Louis Domingue. I don't want to see him in a net anytime soon. It's been awful. I remember the one goal he gave up against Detroit. What was it? Zetterberg. It still bothers me. That was the bet I had on Arizona in that game against Detroit. He gives up this horrible goal to Zetterberg in the third period, and it's a huge goal in the hockey game. And that one still stands out. But yeah, it's been an awful start for Domingue. So I think going with Adin Hill again is definitely not the worst thing in the world.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.